Alright, what's up people? This is SiTHFuRion, and right now we're going to be checking out another video for Vikings. The Secrets of the Vikings is continuing. This episode is called Conversations. I really don't know what to expect with this one. But so far this series has been really cool and very insightful. If anything, it's like building this whole new level of respect for this show, you know what I mean? But yeah, Conversations, let's do this, man. I love that shot of Ragnar.
What is good faith? Why should there be good faith between us and Christians?
They worship a false god. They're fleas and vermin.
Floki is a pagan fundamentalist.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with me. I did not renounce the gods in front of everyone. How will you ever get Odin to forgive you now?
He believes very strongly that if the Christian God is allowed to succeed and spread his message, that will be the end of their own gods.
How many Christians did I kill, Floki? How many?
They're just savage men, more interested in robbery and plunder than in matters of the spirit.
Is he a priest?
He is a man of God.
I too have a man of God at home.
Ragnar takes a more pragmatic view about it.
I want to learn some of your language.
Because he's a curious man. He's curious and interested in Athelstan.
Will you teach me, priest?
His beliefs and the Christian God, he wants to know more about it.
Why does your God need silver and gold? He must be greedy. We have greedy gods too.
Tell me, is it your will that I'm here with these heathens? What do the gods say?
What do you know about our gods, priest?
I think there's a great temptation to look at the pantheon of Norse gods from the perspective of today's world faiths, but just add some extra gods. That's very misleading because the gods of the Vikings are not gods who demand worship or adoration.
The gods are coming.
Or even unreserved approval.
I know.
You don't even have to like them. You just have to deal with them because they're more powerful than you and you don't want to get in their way.
Yeah.
The gods are not necessarily very trustworthy. Some of them are not very nice. There's a very different relationship between Viking Age people and their gods than what we might be used to in thinking of human-divine interaction. It's a set of personal relationships with this invisible world. If we look out from Scandinavia, from the pagan world out into the Christian world, and all of these Christian practices and Christian beliefs, we have to ask ourselves, what's attractive about that? Why would a Viking king or a Viking earl even consider converting to Christianity unless he had to? And I think part of the key is in the observation of how much the Christian church is linked to the notion of a king and a state.
I will be Christian.
Because if you have one religion, one God, one church, allied with the state, one king, one nation, one power base, that is very strong. Another thing that's quite important to understand about early medieval Christianity at the time of the Vikings is that it places a great emphasis in how you demonstrate your faith. You must go to church, you must pay a tithe to the priest, you must honor your king who is put there by God. Remember that, this is a divine kingship. And it's very much less concerned with what you actually think. So whether you really believe all this is not as important as the fact that you just do what you're told. That is also something that makes conversion a lot easier.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
I remember.
Our Father, who art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
And I want to keep the audience on the cusp. I want them to think, what is happening to him? Is he going to convert? Is he, how deeply is he taking this?
This is a place of God! Tell them not to be afraid. God bless.
When we look at the differences between Viking society, pagan Viking society, and say the Anglo-Saxons, it's that very strength of church and state together, those advantages of being Christian you're part of that one king, one state, etc., start to become obvious. And I think there are a few Viking leaders who look at that and think, I could do something with that. And they see it as a means to an end.
And lead us not into temptation,
Very
but deliver
true.
us from evil. Forever and ever. Amen. Forever and ever. Amen.
So cool, man. Like, could that have like actually happened? Like, Vikings could have like looked at what England was doing with religion and like a kingdom and a king, and saw the amount of power that it would have. Would a Viking try to have emulated it back home? You know what I mean? Like, it does bring up many questions. Because it wasn't just always like constant aggressive like raids. Like, there was trading kind of going on as well. Like, they were smart people. So I don't think that they would have brought back like the word of Jesus Christ back to their lands, of course. Like, but I don't know, maybe try to like use like religion of their gods as a way to build some type of structure like what we have in England. You know how, like I said, like the throne and religion are kind of like go hand in hand type of thing. I don't know, man. I know, it's very interesting, man. But I tell you what though, I like how this show has had kind of like a even balance. It's not like it's been completely like biased to Christians and they've painted Vikings as being bad or the other way around. It's been very even, and that's why I think Athelstan was like a very cool character to the show. That could be something that could be lacking going into the future, you know what I mean? And yes, now without Ragnar, we kind of going into a whole new era. I still think we could possibly have a balance, possibly with Ivar and Athelstan's son, Alfred. There could be something there, because at the end of like the last season, we saw like them two sat down playing chess. It could be like a metaphor for the future, but maybe we could see them two sat down again talking. I think that there's a possibility for not a remake of what we had with Ragnar and Athelstan, but something there like to show both sides. I don't know, I think we might see something again with Alfred and Ivar sitting down talking, or something, you know, some type of like acknowledgement, or maybe just going into the future we see Ivar really being big into the gods and Alfred growing up being big into Jesus Christ, and once again having a balance of both sides when it comes to religion. If you see what I'm saying. I don't know, I just think that this show has been very like respectful when it comes to religion and being like respectful of both sides. You see what I'm saying? Cool, man. Cool video once again. Hell yeah, man. I'm really loving these. I really am. Kind of sad that they're kind of coming to an end now. But yeah, man, I really hope you're enjoying like a new Vikings reaction video ever so often. But yeah, man, give this video a thumb up if you like it. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And subscribe if you haven't already, man. Alright? I've been SiTHFuRion. I'll catch you in the next one, man.